Hey guys, I'm just starting my workout. Trying to warm up first. Bullshit karate. I do that too. You know, Jillian, I know you're trying to be funny, Jillian Greenhouse, wherever you are, but like, seek help. What the fuck, man? Jesus. Fix the glitch. Hey, little chicken. I was actually standing on my toes when doing the roundhouse. All right, I need to make my tea better. Okay. Is that better for the teeth? More power for my hip. I thought I did, but okay. I need my chest. Okay, hold up on the flying knee. I'm not there yet. I heard you, LOL. Okay, just, dude. Okay, all right. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not feeling that flying knee. I need to study that one. Keep with the left, yeah. I'm not gassed. I'm just getting started. All right. I'm back. All right. Left teeps. All right. An impressive combo, Asher. I don't have any impressive combos on me, but I can do a bunch of random shit. I saw this thing on a reel where it's like leg swipe, elbow. So like leg swipe into elbow. Like that looked really cool. Yeah, skill I don't have though. All right. And I'm gonna get into punching. Yeah, I was definitely off balance after that leg swipe. Yeah, it's because I've never really done that move. I just saw it on a reel yesterday. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna start punching now. Cool, Sean Anderson. Thanks for passing by. Feel free to subscribe on your way out. Jab, cross, right body kick. Okay, front T. Yeah, okay. I can try that. Jab, cross, right body, front teep. Yeah, I hate those left leg teeps though, but I can try. All right. So, jab, cross, right body kick, front teep. So, jab, cross. Drop my lead hand when I teep. Really? So, like that. Not sure. Okay. All right. Elijah, the split and groin strike, yeah. That's the Jean-Claude Van Damme special. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm going to start my 16 rounds of punches where all I do is pretty much jab crosses. So it's more like an aerobic exercise. So, all right. Okay. The jab coming back. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a problem I've had before. So I'll try to bring my left back. Okay. Well, I try to look down at my laptop because it's the closest thing I have to a mirror, so I'm looking at the stream. So, all right. Round 3. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll drink water in the next round. Hey, if you're still here, thanks for all the likes. I appreciate it. Feel free to smash that subscribe button as well. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, about to start round 4. Bro. That was round 4 of 16. Yo, bro, get professional climbing. It's the way you can rustically rectify, trust me. Even if you're just doing it for cardio. This is a good thing. It'll be so much more beneficial. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. One-on-one coaching lessons are not in my budget for the foreseeable future. So right now, I'm gonna have to make do with this, which is doing things very badly in front of a lot of people who can tell me how much I suck. So there you go. All right. Throwing from my eyebrow. Okay. Yeah, I'll drink soon. I'm okay. All right, that was round 6. 10 rounds left. Wow, 41 likes already. Thanks, you guys, I appreciate it. Feel free to smash that subscribe button as well. All right, I need some water. Oh, that's good shit. All right, round 7. Here we go.
Bro.
All right. $51 likes. Noise. All right. Eric, you farted. Congratulations, buddy. Describe the smell. All right, so if you're still here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Okay, I'm about to start round 8. Here we go. All right, that was round 8. 8 rounds to go. Ahmad, pourquoi je te fais piquer? C'est quoi le problème? Raconte-moi, vas-y. Raconte-moi l'histoire de ta vie. Bon, allez. On y retourne. C'est parti. So I do turn my hips. I'm just not necessarily putting power because I don't have the stamina to keep putting power into things, but here I'll try to put some power. All right, that was round 9. About to start round 10. So I have 7 more rounds to go. Whoa. All right, smash that subscribe button if you can. All right. That was round 10. I got 6 rounds to go. 66 likes. All right. Thanks, y'all. All right, 6 rounds. Okay. Round 11. That was round 11. I have 5 rounds to go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I got 5 rounds to go. 71 likes. Oh, 72. Holy crap. Thanks, y'all. Hit that subscribe button as well. Don't forget to do that. Ooh, 73 likes. Nice. All right. Round 12. Here we go. All right. 81 likes. Nice. Yeah, I'll try to keep my hands up. It just gets harder and harder. So, this was round 12. I'm about to start round 13. Okay, there we go.
bro. It's a drunken uncle style. Yee-hee. Dude, my feet hurt. All right, that was round 13. Well, I have 3 rounds left. See, I'm not tired, not even a little. I can do this all night. All right, here we go.
That was round 14. I have 2 rounds left to go. Lower your jabbing head. I don't know about that. Oh, hello, my Irish friend. Cool. Hey, if you just got here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I try to do these streams almost every day. So, just an old man working out. Nice. All right, so that was round 15. I have 1 last round to go. So, wow, I have 94 likes, 6 more likes, and that'll be 100 likes, which I think will be a record for me. But yeah, don't forget that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Whew. All right, I have 1 last round. I need to reposition the bag. Let me try that again. Okay, yeah, that was stupid. That was 16 rounds. I'm back. Bro. An hour and 35 minutes. That's my workout. An hour and 35 minutes, and I burned 1,160 active calories. And my heart rate is 148 right now. All right. My laptop's about to die. I'm gonna go get the power. I'll be right back. right. Hold on, I'll be right there. Plugging the power. Bro. All right. Here you go. Not too bad. Yeah, so as others have pointed out, the whole point for me is cardiovascular exercise. It's just to get a calorie burn. So it doesn't matter if my punches don't have power. At the same time, I'm not sure what you're watching, because I've put some power, maybe not all the punches, but in some of my punches, enough to move the bag back. And that bag is as heavy as I am, if not more. So I don't know if you've noticed, but like after each round, like I'm having to bring the bag back into the frame. That's because with my crosses, I push the bag several inches with each punch. So to do that, you gotta have some power into it. So I'm not saying I have power in every single one of my punches, but I did put power in some of my punches. But again, it doesn't matter. This is all just cardiovascular exercise. So I'm not training to be in a boxing ring. I've never been in a boxing match. I don't intend to ever be in a boxing match. So I'm just doing this for cardiovascular exercise. And people tell me that I should be running instead of doing that, to which I say I hate running, which is why I choose to do this instead. So I have run before, I'm pretty decent at it. It's just I don't enjoy running as a form of cardiovascular exercise. I prefer hitting the bag. So hey, sure don't tell. Dude, good to see you again. I'm glad you're here again. But no, knowledge is power. Yes, I do try to improve my form, you know, a little bit. So, because yeah, I get it. You know, if I'm doing this, I might as well try to do it with decent form. And believe it or not, my form used to suck a lot more than it does today, as many will attest who've followed me for the last few months. So I have improved a little bit, but yes, it does still suck. The only way I'm going to really improve my form is when I start doing one-on-one coaching lessons. I do belong to a gym. It's just I have to buy those one-on-one lessons. You know, doing mitt work with my coach. It's just like I don't have the budget for it right now. So I've had to spend money on other things, but eventually I'll get the money, and you know I'll get those one-on-one lessons. Hey, show don't tell. Do you have a fight coming up, or do you have one recently? That's right, show don't tell. You be my coach, buddy. Oh, 104 likes. Yeah, thanks, y'all. Nice. Get that subscribe button too. So, yeah, many people here have been following me for the last few months, and they have seen my evolution. It's very, very slow, but I'm keeping at it, and in the end, I'm definitely improving my cardiovascular health. So, thanks, Ron Khan. Okay, so you're looking for 3 to 5 fights next year. Cool. Thanks, knowledge is power. Thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate all the likes and subscribes and the people who, you know, keep coming back here. It you know, it definitely helps keep me motivated to do this every day. If you think about it, like 90% of the work is you know, motivation and discipline. And so, you know, if you're not very motivated one day to do it, if you have enough discipline to still do the work even though you're not motivated, then it you know, then you're still able to do it. But the more motivation you can have, then the less you have to tap into your discipline, right? And so when you have a bit of a community of people who kind of hang in there with you, right? You kind of get this motivation. And I think that's part of what you get when you join a gym. When you go to a gym, you know, whether it's an MMA gym or a kickboxing gym or boxing gym, or even you just go to the gym to lift weights, right? Like you're part of a community of people who are trying to do the same thing you are, and it helps motivate you, right? So. But yeah, today's workout was an hour and 35 minutes. So, and that's usually what I try to do every day, right? So I do the first 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes, it's just mostly kicks at the bag. So I practice different types of like Muay Thai style kicks. You know, so low round kick, mid round kick, high round kick, teeps, side kicks, question mark kicks. So I'll do those for like a half hour, and then after that, that's when I start the 16 rounds at the bag. Just doing straight punches, 16 rounds of 3 minutes with 1 minute break in between. And so all in all, that brings me to about an hour and a half worth of exercising. So yeah, I'm finished for now. So when you play back this video, you'll see it's a really long video. So thanks, David Castillo. Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm 48 years old. Um, I never, I've never been into martial arts at all until like when I joined my gym. It's a Jeet Kune Do gym. I joined it in 2018, and it's pretty much just like, you know, group classes. It's kind of like fighting fitness group classes with you know, Jeet Kune Do style. That's kind of how it started out. Um, so my first year, I used to go several times a week. So I had never thrown a punch before. So that was 2018. So that was what, 8 years ago. So yeah, I was 40 years old. Wait, no. 8 is 5. 13, 8, 14, 6. 6. No, I was 42. Yeah, I was 42. So yeah, 2018 was my very first exposure to any kind of throwing a punch. I had never thrown a punch before. So I got into it very late. Hey, pop in. Yeah, you're 40. Cool. Yeah, Mark. You're right. So, um, but yeah, so my first year I was going pretty regularly, but then I had to start traveling for work, and then a bunch of other things happened, and then a couple years later, the pandemic happened. So I stopped going to the gym altogether, and so I still pay my dues though, um, and and I'll do some of the group classes about once a month. That's usually when I get the time to go. Um, but these days I just do most of my workouts at home because I have this punching bag at home. And I got this punching bag back in 2020, right when the pandemic was starting, because so it was like February 2020. The pandemic was kind of getting out there, and uh, I had a feeling I was not going to be able to go to my gym anytime soon. So I ordered this punching bag off Amazon, and and then at that time I couldn't start using it yet because I I I was very like heavy. So I started watching what I was eating a little bit, and then I lost a lot of weight. And then in the summer of 2020, that's when I started um, punching the bag. Uh, and then since then, I just every year I go through a few, you know, streaks of a few months where I hit the bag pretty regularly. So. Thanks, little llama. Hey, Michael Cod. Oh, hey, if y'all still here, oh, in late 2019, like through like February 2020, I was a little over 300 pounds. So I'm 6'2" tall, and yeah, I was over 300 pounds in February 2020. It was bad. It was really bad. And then I started watching what I eat. And then in summer 2020, I started hitting the bag every day. So like by the end of 2020, I was down to like 220 pounds. So yeah, I lost basically like 80 pounds in a year. And then since then, I've been kind of going up and down. So like these days, I've got work to do. So yeah, no, I'm trying to get back to 220. It's gonna be. I'm not there, so I'm still pretty severely obese right now. So, but as you know, it's not just, you know, the exercise, it's also what you eat, right? And so there's a lot of discipline that you gotta have there. So I'm doing what I can. So yep, it is a journey. So one day at a time. Thanks, Mark, I appreciate it. Andrew, that's right, 1% every day, absolutely. It's a grind. Oh, my doggy's here. Hey, dude, say hi. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Dude. Are you a fluff ball? Are you a fluffer? Yes, you are. Et Fateh, ouais, tu veux parler français? Tu viens d'où, Fateh? Oh. I need to do like puppy only streams. I bet I would get a lot of followers if I did like daily puppers video. Look at him. He's so cute. He wants to go back in now. Yep. Dude, every time I'm... Ugh. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I am. You can tell by my t-shirt, huh? Yeah, I lead a small team of software developers. PHP on the back end and then React on the front end. But I've done a lot of Java as well. And I can do C# and .NET as well. Like, I think I have some videos on my YouTube channel from some live coding sessions. Yeah, I imagine he guessed it through my t-shirt. Yeah. In 2018 and 2019, I spent a good amount of time speaking at conferences, like software conferences around the world. Those were good times. So like when you speak at a software conference, it's nice because usually they pay for your plane flight and in your hotel, and of course you get in the conference for free, and you also usually get a t-shirt for free, right? So I have a bunch of these conference t-shirts. But yeah, it was nice because in 2018 and 2019 I got to travel around the world, speaking at conferences, and it was super nice. And I was able to even bring my wife on a couple of those, so it was really cool. And then in 2020 I was scheduled to speak at like 6 conferences in 2020, and then the pandemic happened and they all got canceled. I was livid. I was even going to be a keynote speaker on a couple of them. One of them was in Italy. I have never been to Italy. So, yeah, but yeah, that pandemic. Oh, Mark, that's funny. Oh, you were looking at my channel, not my t-shirt. That's funny. Oh, cool. Yeah, Angular is a good stack. Hey, Boxing Legends. Good to see you again. I had a great Christmas, man. Thanks. Good to see you again. I hope you had a great Christmas as well. Oh, good. Good to hear, Boxing Legends. That's good. Yeah, I will say though, one good thing that came out of the pandemic was people embracing having remote teams. So as a hiring manager, like I used to only be able to hire people who were local to the city I live in. And then after the pandemic, the superiors above me allowed me now to just kind of hire people from all over the United States, because through the pandemic we showed a great track record of everybody working from home, and we kept the same productivity, and it was actually even better because some of my folks didn't have to do the usual 1-hour commute each way that they used to have to do to come to the office. So without wasting that hour every day, they were able to just stay a lot more productive. Yeah, we just did not miss a beat. And so that kind of changed the culture in a lot of companies. And I know that some of the big companies, are like, hey, let's do return to the office and all that stuff. But, for us, we were able to fully embrace the distributed nature of a team. And then at this, and then a year and a half, I joined this new company that I'm at right now. And yeah, same thing. Like my whole team and myself we're all just kind of distributed all over the United States.
and it works out great. So you know, it's definitely one thing I realized that you know, when traveling, you know, speaking at conferences, there's just a lot of talent everywhere. And you should, you know, you shouldn't really have to limit yourself to people who live where your office happens to be located. You should be able to hire talent wherever they are, um, and embrace the, you know, remote life. You know, with things like Zoom and Teams. I mean, it's great. Um, yeah, Mark, that's good. Yeah, you know, time zone differences obviously can be, you know, a challenge, but it's really it's you know, because I've worked with teams in India and Vietnam as well, and like you said, you know, we just find some time to overlap, you know, for stand-ups or just kind of ad hoc meetings, and then the rest of the time, we just get good at collaborating asynchronously, and I think it's a really good skill to bake into the DNA of any team, really. So yeah, I'm glad it's working out for you, Mark. That's good, man. Hey, sure, don't tell. Hit me. Hey, Caleb, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Ron Con, yeah, I'll get the money at some point. Boxing Legends, which new cut? You talking about this? Ah, Boxing Legends, thanks. Yeah, so I go through phases where I let the beard grow, and then after a while, I just kind of get annoyed of kind of having this thing going on, right? And it just gets too much. So I'll take my clippers to it and go, and then yeah, and then it looks a lot cleaner. It's a different look, but you know. Show don't tell. A union position, but so it pays 80K a year after 3 years, but like what would they pay you now? Would they pay you now more than what you're currently making, or the same, I guess? While you respond, I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. I'm back. Ugh. Okay, so it's 2250 versus 1950. Pay goes up every 6 months until you hit that 80K mark. Yeah, sounds like a better place. Yeah. Hey Tay, dude, good to see you again. Yeah, show don't tell. I think I would probably go there. I mean, you know, obviously you make sure that, you know, try to assess their vibe, obviously, like make sure they're, you know, it's not some kind of weird toxic work culture, you know, with a bunch of assholes or whatever, right? But if, you know, maybe try to talk with some people who work there, right? Ask them what it's like. Um, and you know, if people who work there are pretty happy working there, then you know, that seems like it would be a good place to be. Um, Try to see if plus it's a union job, right? So but so do you have to pay like union dues? Yeah, I mean, definitely try to do your own intelligence gathering, you know, see if they're not a weird place, right? Okay, so what's the offset for the union dues, right? Because if the difference is what, three $3 an hour, right? Because you're currently making 1950 and they would be paying you 2250, so you get an immediate bump up to $3 an hour. But of those $3 an hour, how much of that do you have to pay to union dues? You know, if the union dues are like what, $200 a month or something reasonable like that, then it's probably not that big a deal. But $40 a month. Yeah, if it's $40 a month, that seems pretty reasonable. Okay. Okay. Well, definitely find out how much you would pay for union dues. Okay, and then definitely try to find some people who work there and ask them what it's like to work there. Hey, Mark, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Okay, sure, don't tell. So yes, spend some time with that guy who works there, and just ask him a lot of questions. You know, try to find the dirt. But I imagine, I don't imagine every place is perfect. Any place is perfect, right? Like every place is gonna have its own quirks or whatever. But so just find out, know what your deal breakers are, and you know, try to find out what if any of those deal breakers are there. But otherwise, if there are no deal breakers, and the union dues are reasonable, then yeah, I'd go for it. I will say I've seen this, with people, especially like early in their career, where they start working at a company, and then they really like all the people, and there's this whole feel of like, hey, we're a family here, and everybody likes everybody, and they've got a ping pong table, and they've got a fridge with sodas and things like that, and it's you know you love going there every day, but you're actually getting paid half of what you should be getting paid, for example, right? Or you're just missing out on opportunities where you could be getting a 20 to 30% raise, right? And so I'm not saying hop jobs every year. At the same time, keep an eye out for getting that that money. And so if somebody else is willing to pay you more, then you definitely need to seriously entertain that. Yeah, no, I get it. Like a bunch of years ago, when I was hanging out at cigar lounge nearby, I started chatting with a young lady and her husband, well, her then boyfriend. Really good people. He's an electrician, and she's actually in tech like I am. And she worked for a company where she was doing like technical documentation. And so she told me how she loved the place. It's really great. It's like a family, and they've got all these amenities, and I'm like, cool, cool, cool. And I'm chatting with her, and we're starting to talk about like really technical topics, you know, tuning the Linux operating system, and you know, configuring DNS and mail servers and things like that. And I can tell like she really knows her shit. Like she came off to me as a really sharp um, systems engineer. And I'm like, so what do you do there? And she's like, well, I'm a documentation specialist. And I'm like, okay, what is that? Well, I write documentation for the systems that we run. And I'm like, okay, but you're writing, but who's the subject matter expert, right? Like, is somebody telling you what to write? She's like, no, I know these systems because I have been tuning them myself, and then I'm writing documentation for it. I'm like, okay, and then I asked her, so how much are you getting paid? And she was like, I don't know, it was like something like, oh, dude, it was. I'm not gonna throw a number out there, but it was really pitiful. And I'm like, you fucking what now? Like, I'm like, sure, you write documentation, but you're also doing the work of a systems and network engineer. You are literally improving the stability and performance of their systems for all of their customers. And they gave you a title of documentation specialist very strategically, because that's going to put a very low ceiling on how much they should be paying you, and that's exactly what they're doing. um, if you were to put the word engineer in your job title, then the ceiling would go a lot higher, and they would have to pay you a lot more. um, and Anyway, long story short, I invited her to come over to the company I work at, because my boss had a position opening in one of the other teams. And and I was and he was interviewing other candidates, and it was just not panning out. Like, I was like, you know, you should have a chat with this lady. And and so they did. I just kind of sat there, right? And he, you know, he asked her a bunch of questions, and she was just like knocking the shit out of the park. It was amazing. I was, I was just like, and then he started messaging me. He's like, dude, what does she do now? I'm like, dude, don't, just trust me, just give her the job. So anyway, and so she came in as a systems engineer, and then she got raises and promotions pretty much every single year. And that was a bunch of years ago. And now, yeah, she basically completely changed her career path. And she's doing really good. like like one day I'm pretty sure she'll be my boss. She's really awesome. So anyway, just all this to say that companies have a way to make you feel at home, and it's good, you know, you want that, but there's also some strategic reasons there. And just keep that in mind. And so in the end, you know, money talks. So you should keep that in mind. Yeah. So, and again, I'm not saying that, you know, you should be hopping jobs every single year, right? But at the same time, you know, if you're getting underpaid, then that's not right either, right? So, hold on, because the dog wants to get back. Hey Tay, take care, Tay. Yeah, and show don't tell. So there's one thing that uh, I wish somebody had told me earlier in my career. um, you should open like a Roth IRA account. It's like a retirement account. So when you're young, you've got something amazing going for yourself, which is time. So the biggest when it comes to investing and having your money kind of grow for you in the background, the biggest thing you have working in your favor is time. Time with compounding interest. Like you will be amazed. And so with a Roth IRA account, you can put money in there after tax, um, and it's going to grow in there tax free. And then once you get to retirement age, like I think you don't get taxed at all, unlike a regular IRA or 401k. Um, so, but once you open your Roth IRA account, um, you have to invest it in at least like one stock ticker symbol. And so everybody I've seen recommends doing like what's called like an ETF, and like the ticker symbol that everybody I've seen recommends is VOO. So like one, you open Roth IRA, and then two, put money each month into VOO ticker symbol. Uh, that's an ETF. It basically tracks the growth of the S&P 500. So make sure you spend less money than you make, and you pay yourself first. Hey, Boxing Legends. Yeah, it was great seeing you again. So happy New Year to you, Boxing Legends. Show don't tell. You can actually pull the money. Actually, any money that you put in there, you can pull it out. The only thing you would get penalized on is if you pull out the gains. But let's say you put $100 in your Roth IRA, and the money grows to like 120, like because of compounding, whatever, like the growth of the ticker, whatever. So the $20 extra from you don't want to pull it out. But if you pull out the $100, that's fine, because the $100 is money that you put in there that was already after tax. So you can pull out that $100 if you need to. You want to avoid doing that, obviously, because you want to keep your money in there and just kind of keep it, growing. But if, an emergency comes along and you absolutely need it, that's okay. Like whatever money you put in there, you can take back. But yeah, before doing that, people recommend that you put like 6 months. Like you should have a savings account with like 6 months at least worth of like paying bills, right? So if if you add up your rent and your electricity and everything that you spend every month, right? Add it all up together and then multiply it by 6 months at least. You should have that in an emergency savings fund, right? So you block that. So if something bad happens, you can tap into that. But once you have that, then you definitely want to consider putting money into your Roth IRA, and as much money as possible into your Roth IRA, because like that thing will set you up for retirement really, really, really effectively. And so for that emergency savings account, you should look into a high yield savings account. So if you high yield savings account, also known as HYSA. And depending on the season and depending on the bank you go with, you might be able to get 3.8% APY to like 5% APY, 5% APY. So I have mine with Capital One, but it used to be 4.5% APY, but it's come down to 3.8% APY, which is really pissing me off. So I think I'm going to move my money to Wealthfront. So mine is with Capital One right now, but I'm looking at Wealthfront. Yeah, so but yeah, and again, like that's something I never knew high yield savings account were a thing until like literally this year. I'm so livid. I had like an account, I had a savings account with Capital One, but it was not their high yield savings account. It was like their normal savings account, which was like 0.5% APY. It was just absolutely pathetic. I was making no money on it. And then I transferred all that money into a Capital One high yield savings account, and yeah, that was starting to make me 4.5%. So I was a lot happier. But then, like since September, it went down to 3.8%. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. But now I'm looking at Wealthfront, and looks like they have a 4.5% thing. So I'm gonna look at it, but either way, even 3.8% is not bad at all, right? So it's definitely better than nothing, which is pretty much, if you get any kind of savings account with like Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chase, like these assholes, man, like they don't give you anything for your savings. So the nice thing about a high yield savings account is like that money, you can tap into it whenever you want, right? So whatever money you leave in there, you're going to keep accruing your APY every month. So every month they pay you on your APY, and that's compounding interest. And if you need to pull some money out for emergency, then you can do it. You know, it's really not a big deal. So you want to have like 6 months worth of expenses at least sitting in your high yield savings account. And then any other money that you get beyond that, put that shit in a Roth IRA, and put it in that stock ticker VOO, and you know, start there and just, you know, let it grow, and then just put as much money in there as you can every month. You know, start small, you know, whatever you can afford, and just try to increasing it. And you know, whenever you get paid more money, just, you know, pump some more money into that. You know, resist buying new cars. Like buying, you know, resist buying new cars like every 2 years or some crazy shit like that, right? Like, so, like, for example, my current car it was a brand new 2014 Prius. Like, I bought it in 2014, but I've had it since 2014, right? So my car is literally 10 years old, still runs great, and so I haven't had a new car payment since 2014, right? So, well, since paying it off. Yeah, I spend a lot of money on shampoo, man. That's how I can get this luscious mane of hair. Yeah, so like with high yield savings account, um, yeah, the APY is never guaranteed apparently. Okay, dude, this guy's going bye-bye. Oh my God. These people are weird. So yeah, a typical good rate for high yield savings account is 4.5% APY. That's solid. You might be able to get 5%. I've seen some at 5.5%, but like it's never guaranteed forever, right? So they might lure you in, and then a few months later they just kind of drop it down, right? So you know, you just gotta keep an eye on it, and then if they lower it too much for your taste, you know, you can always transfer it to one of their competitors, right? So it's a bit of a supply and demand thing, right? They hope that people will stay complacent and keep their money there. So hey, FYM JT, good to see you again. Yeah, things are good here. We're just chilling. Talking about random topics right now, so. But yeah, like I really never took up investing uh, just to get my money to make more money, I guess. So, um, well, I mean, at every job I've worked at, I've definitely leveraged the 401k, right? So, um, at most corporate jobs, they will give you a 401k retirement account. And so I've definitely been doing that. Um, and so that's usually a very appealing account because you put money into it. So you tell the company how much of what percentage of your paycheck every month, like every pay period, right? So if you get paid every 2 weeks, you tell them like you want to put 5% into your 401k, right? And so that money will be taken before tax. Um, so and will be put into that account, and uh, and then it'll just keep growing for you, right? You when they'll make you configure the account. You usually configure the account online, and then they usually give you a few investing options, and so you pick one, right? So they have like a fund that says if you want to retire by 2040, they have a fund for that, and so you can select to invest your money into that fund if you want, right? Um, that's usually how it works. And so the 401k is a pretty good deal up to a certain level. So most companies will match your contributions to your 401k up to a given percentage. So some companies will match up to 3%, right? So if you put 3% of your paycheck into your 401k, the company you work for will contribute another 3% as well, same dollar amount. So that's really nice because that's like double the amount, up to 3%, right? But if you put 6% of your paycheck, they still only contribute only up to 3%, right? So that extra 3% that you contribute from your paycheck, you're not benefiting from this. And so a lot of financial experts that I've seen out there are saying, look, definitely contribute up to your employer's match, right? So if the employer matches up to 3% or up to 4%, definitely put 4%, up to that, whatever that match is. This way you can get that free money that you get from your employer, right? You can get that. But anything above that, a lot of the experts that I've read said, don't worry about that. Like, don't do it because you're better off investing more money into your Roth IRA. And so the reason a lot of experts are not super excited about the 401k is that the contributions into it are before tax, which is great, but it is on the assumption that once you retire, you will be in a lower tax bracket. So when you pull money from your 401k, once you reach retirement age, you will be taxed at that time when you pull the money, but you will be in a lower tax bracket. So that's the theory, so that you're just paying less money. The theory is when you pull your money from your 401k at retirement, you get taxed less. But what people are saying is like, while it is true that you might be in a lower tax bracket by the time you retire, tax rates will probably still go up from whatever they are right now. And so you might end up paying as much tax or even more than you are right now once you retire. And that's what people kind of caution against. So, but anyway, so the 401k is not a bad place to put your money as well. But definitely contribute up to your employer match. And if your employer doesn't match anything, then instead of putting money into your 401k, just put money into your Roth IRA after tax. But if your company is contributing 4%, then definitely put in 4% of your paycheck in there. So. Yeah, so yeah. Um, yeah, so a possible picking order of where your money might go could be like, let's say you work at a company where there's a 401k, where they have a 401k and they match up to 4%, right? So definitely try to put away 4% into your 401k up to whatever their match is. And then after that, just take a break and then ask yourself, do I have 6 months worth of savings in a high yield savings account? Do I have 6 months worth of that? If you don't, then put any money you have left into, any money that you can afford, right? Into your high yield savings account to build up your 6 months buffer. And then once you have your 6 months buffer into your high yield savings account, then probably at that point, definitely start putting as much money as you can in your Roth IRA. I think that's a pretty good pecking order. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, the timing is good. But yeah, like I wish somebody had told me all these things like 20 years ago. Now I did make the most of the 401k, so that played out nicely for me. So I definitely did do that, but I didn't really know or care about Roth IRAs, which I should have. And I did not know about high yield savings account, which I should have. So, yeah. Oh, cool. You're in Brazil. Yeah, man. The greatest thing that you have going for you is being young. When you start making the right moves with your money when you are young, uh, like you will be shocked as to how well set you can be, you know, for the later years of your life. So, all right, buddy. Yeah, we'll have to do it over Snapchat, but oh man, I don't have. Yeah. No, but that's cool, man. Just do right for yourself, man. You know. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. Was awesome, dude. Oh yeah, a dual live stream. Um, so I can do this with you next time. Um, so when you do a live stream on YouTube, you can invite somebody to be a co-streamer. And so I did this like a couple months back. I don't know if you remember, with my buddy Gary. Um, you know, big dude, bearded, and so it was cool because it was like split screen, right? So I was right here and Gary was there, and as I was punching the bag, he was like, it was pretty fun. Um, hey Christian. Uh, yeah. So basically, if I send you the link to live stream, then you can join as well. Actually, if you want to shoot me an email, uh, it's a my email is a Gmail account, and my username is Frenchy, Frenchy. Yeah, literally. I was among the first few thousand users on Gmail back in the day. So yeah, shoot me an email, and this way I can send you the link next time I do this thing. Yes, that's literally my email. Yep. Hello, Christian from Denmark. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. We've got Denmark in the house. Nice. I've never been to Denmark. I'd love to go there one day. Do I like to fish? Yeah, in my young years, I used to fish um, a little bit in the south of France. Oh, cool. All right. Take care, show don't tell. All right. Well, I've been on this stream for 173 minutes now. um, I'm gonna call it a night. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. I think I'll be back on tomorrow. I think, maybe. So feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can get notified. All right. That's right. Happy life, happy wife, absolutely. Hey, happy husband too. All right, later.